Hello FPL managers, yes, we're back again with another video for the Fantasy Premier League 2023-24 season. It's the Game Week 2 preview. We're going to take a quick look at how well we did in Game Week 1, as well as our transfer plans, captaincy, and the clean sheet and scoring odds for the upcoming game week. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're still a new channel, we're still building. Every like and subscription means a lot, so help a brother out. Click that red button and let's get straight into business. So this is how we lined up for game week 1. If you notice, this is different from the final draft. I made a few tweaks, and as promised, I let you guys know on my Twitter account at FPL Vendetta. Do endeavor to follow me there. I always follow back. So Flecken became Johnston, Madison became Richarlison, DCL became Nicholas Jackson, and I switched Mubama for Balogun. I do believe these transfers would be better off long term than the ones I had in the final draft. For instance, Johnston was nailed on to become number 1 for Crystal Palace, so I had to bring him in because he had the better fixture. And then Madison was taken out for Richarlison following the Kane sale, so Richarlison was going to be the number 9 for Spurs. It didn't turn out to be a good one, as we're going to take a look at our final score for game week 1. As you can see, final points of 66 points isn't really high at all. It's not a good one when you consider that the average score was just 2 points below that. Madison, for instance, got in 9 points and Richarlison only 2, so that blank would normally have me kicking Richarlison out of my team, but I'm gonna give him an extra game to see how well he does at home against Manchester United and then decide. But one thing for certain is I have my eye on Madison for game week 3. More than likely he might be coming in, so that's for that. The 66 points is mostly down to the captaincy of Haaland and our defense of Johnston, Chilwell and Estupinan. Martinelli and Salah got in assists, so 5 points for each, but the rest of the team was quite disappointing. Nicholas Jackson just a 1 point, and Bruno Fernandes, how disappointing was he? But he will be given another extra game week to see how well he does away to Spurs, and then we're going to decide exactly which one we're going to be taking out in game week. Before game week 3, we're going to have 2 free transfers to use because we're not going to be making any transfers in game week 2, as you can see. So our team for game week 2 is going to look like this. So there are 2 major decisions I had to make with my game week 2 team. So one of them has to do with the goalkeeper, and I've gone with Turner in goal, majorly because Sheffield United were really poor against Crystal Palace, and then Nottingham Forest did so well away to Arsenal. They only had 0.8 XG away to Arsenal. That's really impressive, and Turner made a few saves, about 5 saves away to Arsenal. So I expect that Nottingham Forest defense is going to do very well at home to a misfiring Sheffield attack. So I'm gonna go with Turner. I did plan to bring him in for game week 2, and nothing that happened in game week 1 is gonna dissuade me from that. We're gonna go with Chilwell, Estupinan and Gabriel, so we're sticking with the same defense from game week 1. Gabriel stays in my team. Even though I heard the rumors of him being dropped, I didn't believe he was injured, so I didn't think Gabriel has all of a sudden lost his place in the Arsenal team. So I decided to stick with him, and he turned out not to start, but he came in with just 1 point. And following that, I think he's going to return to the Arsenal starting lineup, especially as Jurriën Timber is injured. So let's see how well he does in game week 2, and then we're going to decide what to do with Gabriel. The midfield stays the same, and the forward line, of course, stays the same as well. The second major decision was the captaincy, and if you look at the FPLreview.com's predicted points, and I love going with their predicted points. It really helped me out last season. 32 out of 38 captaincy picks actually yielded points. So they predict Salah to score 7 points and Haaland to score 6 in game week 2. So I'm gonna go with Salah. I did plan initially before the season began that I was gonna be going for Salah in game week 2. Even though he only scored 5 points compared to 13 in game week 1, I still think that the smart move was to put the captain's armband on Salah. Haaland, of course, if you have Haaland, you can go with him. He did really well, scored 2 goals in game week 1. He's facing Newcastle at home, and he does really do well at home, quite a lot if you consider the number of goals he scored last season at home compared to away from home. He does really well at home, so you would want to go for him, but maybe Salah could outscore him, and if he does, that would really help my rank, and that's part of the reason why I'm going for Salah as captain. As for the clean sheet and scoring odds, Haaland is 46% predicted to score against Newcastle. So once again, if you own Haaland and don't own Salah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with having your captain's armband on Haaland. 45% chance to score for Salah, who's at home to Bournemouth. Maybe I could get unlucky and Salah would blank while Liverpool win the game, but I think lightning wouldn't strike twice and Salah would do well at home to Bournemouth, so I'm gonna be keeping the armband on Salah. Watkins, of course, 36% chance of scoring in game week 2, followed by Nunes if he starts, and then we have Luis Diaz and Jota, 32% chance of scoring in game week 2. Now the clean sheet odds has Liverpool at 50% chance of keeping a clean sheet against Bournemouth. Second on the list is Arsenal at 48% chance of keeping a clean sheet away to Crystal Palace, which is quite surprising if I have to be honest with you. So if you have Gabriel or Saliba, you could go ahead and play them in game week 2. 45% chance of keeping a clean sheet for Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa, which gives me more confidence to have Turner in goal against Sheffield. Man City, 42% chance of keeping a clean sheet in game week 2, and Brighton completes the top 5 list with 40% chance of a clean sheet in game week 2. So that's the video for today. Hope that was helpful to you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We're still trying to build the channel up, so help a brother out. Click that button. All that's left to do is to wish you guys good luck for game week 2. Have fun, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.